Assalamu alaikum friends, my name is Muhammad Yunus and I am Odoo technical developer. So welcome back to our Odoo 16 technical course. In this video we are going to talk about how to add security to your custom module. We will cover it in two parts. In today's video we will focus on understanding and setting up security groups and access control lists. And in the next video I will talk about the record rules. So I am logged in with Odoo boot user. If I try to log in with the admin user, I will not be able to see my custom module. So let me try it. So let me try to log in with admin user. Okay. So here we cannot see our custom module, which is Open Academy. If we go to here, we can see Open Academy module. This is because we have not yet added security for our custom module, and the Odoo boot have access, like the Odoo boot have super access to everything, and it does not require any security or access control, but admin can only access the things that he is allowed to. Before we dive into the technical setup, let's discuss why we need different groups and roles in Odoo. In any organization, different people have different responsibilities. For example, a manager may have full access to manage all data, while a staff member may only need access to view and edit their assigned tasks. By creating separate security groups, we ensure that each user has access only to the information and access relevant to their role, enhance both security and efficiency. Let's start by creating two security groups for our custom module, one for managers and another one for staff members. This allows us to define and manage what each role can do within our module. Let me open up PyCharm in order to add security groups. So as in the Odoo module structure, we have different directory for each kind of functionality. So for security, we need to add a separate directory with the name security in our custom module. Inside the security directory, we need to add a file with the name raise groups, or we can say security groups.xml. Okay, so it should be an XML file with the same formatting and encoding. And then we need to add Odoo tag. So here we need to define another tag which is data tag, and no update equal to 1. So in order to add the security groups, you just need to add the simple code, which is record and then ID of the security group Open Academy Manager, and then the model. So is the security groups or the record of a model which is raise.groups. So we need to create it in the model raise.groups. Here we have different fields to add. So the most important field is name, which represent that what is the role of this group. So as we are going to add two security groups, one is for manager, another one is for staff member. So we have added the security groups, and now let me just add this security groups XML file in the manifest. So you need to define the security groups at the top because it should be executed first. First you need to add the security directory, and then the file name, and then the extension, which is .xml. Now I need to restart Odoo service and then upgrade the module. So the module has been upgraded, and let me show you how the security groups looks like. So first you need to go to the settings, and then you need to go to the groups. So here we can search for, let me say for manager. Okay. So if we open it, you can see that the security group has been added like this. If we want to make sure like for what is the ID that we have added, so you can see that the ID, external ID is Open Academy dot group Open Academy manager. Now we have our security groups, manager and staff member. Let's define what each group can do within our module using access control list, or simply you can say ACL. So ACL, access control list, grant access to an entire model for a specific set of operations such as reading, writing, creating or deleting a record. It's important to understand that access rights in Odoo are additive. This means that if a user is a part of multiple groups, they will get all the access rights granted by those two groups combined. For example, if a user is in a group A which allows reading and creating records, and another group that allows editing the records, they will have all three permissions like read, create, and edit. However, if no access rights match the certain operation for a model which the user is trying to perform, the user won't be able to access or to perform that operation. So let me go to the PyCharm to add the access control list. So for this purpose, we have two ways, like we can define it in two ways. We can do it either the XML file or we can do it through the CSV file. So let me show you in Odoo default how it has been added. If we go to the account module and if we try to open the security directory, you will see ir.model.access.csv file. So here the security control list is defined for all the models that has been added through this module, and another way is to add it through the XML file. So I will add it through the XML file in order to better explain how it is working. So we will add a file with the name, we can say like we will add a new file with the name, you can say like access control lists, or you can say acl.xml, whatever name you want. Here we need to add it like this, and then we need to add the data with no update equal to 1. So here I need to add the XML code for adding the access control list. So let me just copy and paste it first of all for the managers. So here you need to understand that like this, like as we explained that security groups are the record of raise.groups model. The same way access control list is the record of ir.model.access. So here we need to first provide the ID which should be unique. So we can say manager or we can say Open Academy manager, Open Academy manager ACL. Okay, and here we need to add the name which should be a string, Open Academy manager, like this, and then you need to provide the model, like for which model we want to add this access rights. So I want to add it first for our Open Academy course model, and then for the session model. So you need to define it like this. First of all, you need to add model underscore OD Open Academy, which is the model name, and you need to replace the dot with underscore. And then you need to add the group ID, which is the group ID that we have added here. So as it is for manager, so we need to add it like this, copy it and then paste it, and we need to replace your module with the module name which we are adding. So these are the four access rights, which is read, write, create, unlink. So whatever access rights you want to give this group, you need to define it. So one means that it has the access, and 0 means disable the access. So as the manager have access to everything, so we need to give all these access rights. And then we need to duplicate the same thing for the sessions model, but we need to change the name. So as this is for the course, and here we need to add it for the sessions. Okay, so you need to define the ID unique, as I already told you. So here we can also mention that this is for course and this is for sessions. Here we need to replace the model name. Let me just check what is the model name. Here it is openacademy.session. So we need to copy it and then paste it here. And just replace the dot with underscore. And the same, like the group should be the same because we want to give the access to the manager. So this is just how you can add the access rights for the manager groups. And now we want to define the access rights for this group also. So let me show you. You need to just duplicate this like this. And here I will replace manager with staff member, because I want to make the ID unique, and it should be staff member. Like this. And model name will remain the same because we want to give the access for the manager and staff member for both of the models. We need to change the security group, because the security group for the manager and staff member is different. The same way we need to do it for here. And then we need to replace here staff member. And let me replace it here also, staff member. So here you need to keep in mind that what is the access right that we want to give. So here we want to allow the staff member only to read it, but he should not be able to edit any record. Okay, so we need to make it 0. And the same way we want to give the read access for the session, but we don't want to give the edit access or delete access for the session. But here I just want to give him the write access. So just try to understand that for the manager, we want to give him all the access like read, write, create, and delete. But for the staff member, we want to give them the access of reading of the courses and read and write access of the sessions. Okay, so we need to copy this. We need to add this XML file in our manifest. So it should be under the security groups file, because we have called their external ID. So it should be available in the database before upgrading this. Okay, so and then we need to restart Odoo service and then upgrade the module. Okay, so we can see that the module has been upgraded, and now let me show you how it looks like. So if we go to the settings and then technical, and here we need to go to models, and let me open the model, which is course, openacademy.course. So let me open it. So if you go to the access rights tab, you will see that 2 access rights are available for this. One is manager and one is staff member. So staff manager can have all the 4 access rights, but staff member can only have the read access. The same way, if we go to the other model, which is session, it will have two access rights. So here you can see access rights, two access rights. So this is the groups that we have added. So now if we go to the user profile, so let me go to the user profile and let me open this admin. So here at the bottom, we can see that managers and staff member, two access rights. So if I give the access of staff member to the admin, let me see. And then if I go here, so as here we are logged in with a manager. So let me refresh the browser and see if we can see the menu for the Open Academy module. So here you can see the Open Academy module, but if I go here, I cannot see the create button. If I open it, I cannot see the edit button. Okay. And if I go to the sessions, I still cannot see the create button. And if I try to open it, I have the access to edit this because we have given the access of edit to staff member. Now, if I give him the access to the manager, and if I come here and refresh the browser, so go to courses, and if I try to edit, I can edit it, and I can also create new records because we are logged in as the manager of this Open Academy module. So now we have another problem, like the security groups that we have added are not well organized, and it does not looks the same that we have for the Odoo default. For example, for the same module, sales module, we have groups which are in the drop down and we can assign it easily. So in order to do so, we need to create security groups category for our custom module. So let me just go to the PyCharm, and here we will create another category. So let me just copy and paste the code that I have already added. So here, this is the external ID, the module. Here we need to add the model, like category is actually the record of ir.module.category. This is the name which should be unique, or you can add the module name here. This is the description to show the user that what this group have, and the sequence shows the position of this group. Now we need to add this category for each group. So here we will add field name equal to category ID, and reference is equal to the module name, and then the category ID. Okay, so the same thing we will add for the other one, like this, and then I will upgrade the module to see the change. But before updating the module, we need to keep in mind that we have added no update is equal to 1. So we will have to first delete the modules, delete the group, and then we can upgrade it. So I have deleted the groups, and now I can upgrade the module. So before updating the module, let me change this to 0 so that I can update it based on upgrading the module. So the module has been upgraded. Let me go to the user profile, admin, and let me refresh the page. So here we can see that the security groups are now under the category Open Academy, but it is still not well organized because it is not showing it in the drop down. In order to resolve this issue, we need to add the employee IDs. So we need to add the employee IDs for the group which is the highest level. So for example, manager is the highest level group. So here we need to add the employee IDs. So first let me check the format for the employee IDs. Field name equal to employed IDs. So let me just copy it from here and then paste it here. So here we just need to replace this with this ID and the module name like this, and this it. So here you need to keep the sequence in mind that the lowest group which we have added in the employed IDs should be at the top, and it should be above the manager group. So now if we upgrade the module, it will be successful and it will show it in a drop down. So the module has been upgraded. Let me refresh this user profile page. So here we can see that it is now showing it as a drop down. So let me just hit it like this and save it. So that's it for this video. We have covered the basics of creating security groups and setting up access control list to manage permission within your custom Odoo module. In the next part, we will take it a step further by implementing record rules for even more control. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the next part. Thank you.